Tiny houses, so charming, so cozy. A small space to call your own, it's a dream. Big dreams, small footprint. Tiny houses are more than a trend. They're a lifestyle. It's about simplifying, living intentionally, finding joy in the little things. Space is precious in a tiny house. Every inch counts. When you're living in a tiny house, you quickly realize that every square foot, every nook and cranny, needs to be utilized to its fullest potential. It's not just about fitting everything in, it's about creating a space that feels open, functional, and comfortable. But don't worry, we can make it work. With a bit of creativity and some smart planning, you can transform even the smallest of spaces into a cozy and efficient home. The key is to think outside the box and to use every available surface and corner to your advantage. Vertical space is your friend. Think shelves, lots of shelves. Use walls for storage. Get creative. Multifunctional furniture is key. When floor space is limited, the walls become your best friends. Installing shelves can provide much-needed storage without taking up valuable floor space. Consider built-in shelves that blend seamlessly with your decor. And don't stop at shelves. Hooks, pegboards, and hanging baskets can also be incredibly useful. A table that folds down. Multifunctional furniture is a game-changer in tiny living. A fold-down table, for example, can serve as a dining area, a workspace, or even extra counter space when needed. When not in use, it folds away neatly, freeing up room for other activities. Look for pieces that can serve multiple purposes to maximize your space. A bed with storage underneath. So many options. Beds with built-in storage are another fantastic solution. Drawers or compartments under the bed can hold clothes, linens, or even seasonal items, keeping them out of sight but easily accessible. Think about other furniture pieces that can double as storage, like ottomans, benches, and coffee tables with hidden compartments. The possibilities are endless when you start to think creatively about your space. In the kitchen, hanging pots and pans can save cabinet space. Magnetic strips for knives and utensils can keep your counters clear. Use stackable containers to make the most of your pantry. Every little bit helps when you're working with limited space. Even in the bathroom, you can find ways to maximize space. Over-the-toilet shelving units, shower caddies, and wall-mounted dispensers can keep your toiletries organized and within reach. Consider a vanity with storage underneath to keep your essentials tucked away but easily accessible. Don't forget about outdoor space. A small garden shed or outdoor storage bench can provide extra room for tools, gardening supplies, or seasonal items. Utilizing outdoor space effectively can help keep your indoor areas clutter-free and more enjoyable to live in. Remember, living in a tiny house is all about making the most of what you have. With thoughtful planning and a bit of ingenuity, you can create a space that is not only functional, but also beautiful and uniquely yours. Embrace the challenge and enjoy the process of turning your tiny house into a home. Clutter? No way! We want a peaceful space. Smart storage is the answer. Baskets, bins, and boxes, oh my, they keep things organized. And they look good too. Use wall hooks, hang pots and pans, get them off the counter, more space to cook. Furniture in a tiny house? It has to work hard. No room for wasted space. A sofa that converts into a bed, perfect for guests. Ottomans with hidden storage, so clever. Choose furniture that is the right size. Not too big, not too small, just right. Let there be light, illuminating your tiny home. Light is magic. It transforms spaces, making them feel open, airy, and inviting. In a tiny home, every bit of light counts. The right lighting can turn a cramped corner into a cozy nook, and a dark room into a bright, welcoming space. It can make a small space feel bigger and brighter. Natural light is best. Big windows, skylights are amazing. Let the sunshine in. Large windows and skylights are your best friends. They flood your tiny home with natural light, creating an illusion of more space. Imagine waking up to the gentle rays of the sun streaming through your skylight, or enjoying a cup of coffee by a large window with a view. These elements not only enhance the aesthetic appeal of your home, but also improve your mood and well-being. Use mirrors to reflect light. It's like magic. Mirrors are a fantastic tool in small spaces. They bounce light around the room, making it feel larger and more open. Place a large mirror opposite a window to maximize the amount of natural light in your space, or use a series of smaller mirrors to create a unique and functional wall display. Mirrors can also add a touch of elegance and sophistication to your tiny home. The space feels bigger instantly. The right lighting and strategic use of mirrors can transform your tiny home into a spacious, inviting haven. Don't forget about artificial lighting too. Layer your lighting with a mix of ambient, task, and accent lights. Use warm, soft bulbs to create a cozy atmosphere in the evenings. With the right approach, your tiny home can be a bright, beautiful, and functional space that feels much larger than it actually is. Decorating with intention. Cozy touches. Decorating a tiny house is fun, but be intentional. Choose items you love. Soft textures add warmth. Think cozy blankets, fluffy pillows, so inviting. Plants bring life to the space. Green is good. They purify the air too. Creating a sanctuary. Embracing minimalism. A tiny house is a sanctuary, a place to relax and recharge. Embrace minimalism. Less is more. Get rid of clutter. Keep only what you need and love. A clean and organized space is a happy space. It's true. The joy of less. Finding freedom in simplicity. In a world that constantly pushes us to accumulate more, to chase after the latest trends, and to fill our lives with material possessions, there is a growing movement that seeks to find joy in having less. This movement is about stripping away the excess and focusing on what truly matters. Living in a tiny house teaches you a lot about yourself, about what's important. It forces you to confront your priorities and to make deliberate choices about what you bring into your life. Every item has a purpose, and every space is utilized efficiently. This lifestyle encourages mindfulness and intentionality, making you more aware of your consumption habits and the impact they have on your well-being. You learn to appreciate the simple things, the beauty of a well-organized space, the satisfaction of a clutter-free environment, and the peace that comes from knowing you have everything you need and nothing you don't. It's about finding contentment in the present moment and realizing that happiness doesn't come from external possessions but from within, like a good cup of coffee or a beautiful sunset. It's about freedom. Freedom from the constant pressure to keep up with others, freedom from the burden of debt, and freedom from the chaos of a cluttered life. It's about creating a space that reflects your values and supports your well-being. From stuff, from debt, from the ordinary. Embracing simplicity allows you to focus on experiences rather than possessions, to build meaningful relationships, and to live a life that is rich in purpose and fulfillment. It's about finding joy in the little things and creating a life that is truly your own. So take a step back, declutter your space, and discover the freedom that comes with living simply. Living large in a tiny house. A tiny house doesn't mean a tiny life, it's about living large, on your own terms. It's about adventure, sustainability, intentional living. It's a movement. So go ahead, embrace the tiny house dream. You won't regret it.